Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise news analyst Emmanuel Great Malabite Efeni. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ruben.
Good morning.
Rufai.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Tundu.
Good morning.
There is navy blue, there is royal blue. Let's educate some people on color.
Are you throwing a shade? Is that a shade I see there?
And the women also have a description they call biro blue when they are describing Ashwebi. Now let's start the review with this day's newspaper, Nigeria's newspaper of records. The lead story: governors plead with CBN finance minister to shelve loan deductions. Stakeholders rally support as federal government moves to develop national plan on safe schools. Brown promises global assistance. Yes, that lead story, the governors using the opportunity of that national dialogue yesterday to plead with the CBN and finance minister to shelve the loan deductions. These loans, for the records, were due for payment since December 2019. But as a result of the COVID-19, they asked for a kind of moratorium, which was granted. Now, it was a one-year moratorium. They are due to start repayment. But the way the central bank governor reminded these governors of this payment after that printing of currency episode makes it look like it is vindictive. But for the records, it is not. They are due to pay these loans, and if they need another moratorium, I think they should do so in writing. That's what the finance minister is saying, because she was on Arise News 90 yesterday. They should do a letter which the president can graciously consider to shelve the repayment maybe by another 6 months or 1 year. But they should know that somewhere along the line, the states have to pay these loans. Now, the Daily Independent newspaper, Buhari won't be intimidated by secession calls presidency, says separatist promoters are Nigeria's greatest problems. Yes, other newspapers are also reporting this story, but Garba Shehu, speaking for the presidency yesterday, made this very clear. But devoid of the style, the content of his statement, I think is well taken, because he's saying that you cannot organize another national conference, because when you do that, it's like another parliament, according to him. And that since the National Assembly is in the process of amending the Constitution, all those who have views, grounds, grievances, should channel their position to the Constitutional Review Committee of the Senate, headed by Deputy Senate President Senator Ovie Omoagike. Now, that is the position of the presidency, as put forward by Garba Shehu, presidential spokesperson, yesterday. Well, as for intimidation of the president, I don't know what he's talking about. Nobody is trying to intimidate the Nigerian president. And if we look at the Vanguard newspaper, other stories, federal government fumes as UK offers asylum to IPOB MASOB members. UK to grant asylum to persecuted IPOB MASOB members. UK disrespectful, sabotaging terrorism fight, says federal government. What Biafrans need, cherish most is referendum and not asylum. IPOB. Ohaneze Ndigbo tax Buhari on dialogue. UK wants to pacify the Igbo, according to INC, Ijaw National Congress. Now, the New Telegraph newspaper has that story also. Federal government to IPOB Oduduwa. You can't intimidate Buhari. Says call for national confab a misnomer. No country in the world today is crime-free, says Garba Shehu, UK sabotaging terrorism fight. Now, if we go to the Daily Trust newspaper, governors unanimous on killing of all bandits, terrorists, El-Rufai, Umai to returning headsmen, stay where you are. About governor's pronouncement in good faith, ACF. Unemployment, root cause of insecurity. Fire me, yes. Governor Nasir El-Rufai saying all governors are unanimous on killing of all bandits, terrorists. The 36 state governors are unanimous on that, according to him. Why are the security agencies not moving in? Why are some governors still negotiating with bandits? Why are some states silent on bandits or on these headers, bandits who are terrorizing farmers in some states in the South? Now, we move over to the Daily Times newspaper. Commuters' motors grown as petrol queues surface. Yes, the NNPC waded into that yesterday because these recent queues is as a result of tanker drivers who went on strike to protest condition of service. They have dispute with the National Association of Road Transport Owners. But the NNPC has moved in to get a 1-week break from the strike to enable both parties come to an amicable settlement of their rifts. And perhaps before long, the queues should disappear. Now, the Guardian newspaper, Nigeria's The Guardian newspaper, Debi's death deal huge blow to fighting insurgency, says Buhari. Chadian leader exit will expose army to more Boko Haram attacks. Exequently, NIIA DG wants strict monitoring of situation in Chad. Now, the death of Idris Deby yesterday from the bullets of rebels in the northern part of the country is a sad one. But again, what it tells us is that presidents in Africa should not be sit-tight presidents, because the group that is fighting the government in the northern part, in the border with Libya, goes by the name the Front for Change and Concord in Chad. For 30 years, Idris Deby has been in power, and he has tweaked the constitution so much that with the last election, he is guaranteed another 12 years in power. So if some people are calling for change and concord in Chad, you won't blame them, because there's been political stagnation. But we cannot forget that he has been very much up and doing in the fight against insurgency. Last year, he led his forces personally to clear the insurgents from the Chadian territory and their own area and waters of Lake Chad. Now, the foreign newspapers quickly, the UK papers are celebrating the downfall or the collapse of the Super League. The Guardian newspaper of UK fans celebrate as Super League plan stands on brink of collapse. Chelsea and Manchester City quit as Prime Minister make legislative bomb threat. The Times of UK, the Super League crumbles as claws bow to fan fury. While the Daily Mail newspaper, football civil war, defeat of greed. Shamed by fans, players, and politicians, football giants surrender on rebel league. Well, when the billions of Russians flowed into Stamford Bridge and changed the narrative there, the British fans did not complain. When American mega bucks flowed to Liverpool and Manchester United, they did not complain. The Arab funds came, they did not complain.
All right, Mr. Finney, I would like to say a very big thank you to you for your time. I mean, there's so much to be said about the Super League.